Hey folks, Post here, welcome back to another Poem Masters video. Random voice crack at the beginning. I don't know why. I'm slightly excited. A lot of things coming. There's so many things. Pretty exciting stuff. So let's talk about N and Zekrom. So we do have details for N and Zekrom coming in about what, 3 days or so, right? So that's cool. Another Pokefair. So let's check him out. Let's check him out and see, how this how he is. Also, again, shout outs to Crash, right, for all the details. As always, right? Even though he doesn't like me shouting him out, but it's all right. Anyways, let's go over it. So N and Zekrom, electric type striker, weak to dragon, right? So it is electric type, but it also does have a dragon type move. So let's go over the stats. So the level 130 thing, that is confirmed. We are getting level 130. So all the stats from here on out are level 130 stats. So, if they seem like a bit higher than usual, just keep in mind this is like 5 levels higher than our, what we have right now, right? All level 130 stats. So all the stats are going to seem a bit higher, right? So, in terms of the stats, HP 583, that's not bad, right? Attack 392. It's pretty high, right? Attack. Defense 149 on both defenses. Special attack irrelevant. And then 194 speed. So really slow, high attack. Defenses are okay and HP is not terrible, right? So going over the moves, it does have Bolt Strike, Electric Physical, 189 BP, very high BP, but only 85% accuracy. It does cost 4 gauges. And single target, has a 20% chance to paralyze, which is really nice, right? On top of that, also has X attack, which is X attack. Everyone knows what X attack is by now, right? +2 attack, right? 2 uses. Outrage, dragon physical, 1. Okay, I'm sorry. The color I chose is terrible. My bad. Outrage, dragon physical, 115 BP, 100% accuracy, 3-bar single target, leaves the user confused. We know what outrage does, right? By now, so another outrage unit. I mean, there aren't really that many like super strong physical dragon type moves that aren't like signature moves for like certain Pokemon, I guess. So the train move called Ideals Will Prevail. It's obviously trainer move. 2 MP, +2 speed, +1 accuracy, -1 defense, and if the user does not have a sync buff, also powers up the user's next super effective attack. Meaning, either sync move or regular move. So that is nice, I guess. I don't know, it's kind of weird because he does have like relatively bad speed, but like you do get like, +4 speed, right? With Ideals will Prevail, which is definitely nice. And then the accuracy helps with Bolt Strike as well, right? So that's all nice. Outrage, Bolt Strike looks okay, right? Let's go over to the passives. It is a Unova Striker as for categories, right? Electric type Striker, obviously. And then sync move, bridging, Bolt Strike, Electric Physical, 250 BP, no additional effects. Passives got Entry Freebie, makes the user's next move not use move gauge on entry. That is fantastic because this thing is hella slow. This thing is incredibly slow, so that definitely does help a lot with the move gauges, right? And then you have Sync Freebie, which makes the user's next move not use gauges after using the sync move as well. So that's also very nice and helpful to his kit. Really, patches up some of the deficiencies in his kit, which obviously the big downside for N is his speed, but the passives do help a lot with that. So I'm glad that they had these in there, right, which is really nice. And then you have Piercing Blows. When the user attacks, ignores passives that would reduce damage, protect the target against a crit, and enemies can endure the attack. This is okay, I guess. You just barely ever. It's just very niche. It really doesn't happen a lot. A lot of people were, oh, what about, can he, he's gonna be great in the legendary arena of Regirock, right? The answer is no, because he still doesn't, because Piercing Blows, it goes through passives that reduce damage and passives that protect the target against a crit, and not field effects. And Crit Shield is a field effect, physical shields, special shields. Those are all field effects. It's for passives only, so it's only against enemy units that have vigilance. And I honestly don't remember what's the last ever enemy that we ever fought that had vigilance. There really aren't too many units that have vigilance. A lot of the times the game will have a crit shield up instead, which again, piercing blows does not go through, unfortunately. So I mean, it looks really, really nice when you look at it at first glance, but when you think about it in terms of what it applies, because it's strictly passives only, it's actually not as good as it seems. But I would assume that maybe once ends like event or stuff comes out, they might add like at least like one opponent that actually has vigilance to make him seem a bit better and make piercing blows seem like it's a bit useful. Also, I have the background over here as Alola. Looks like N is taking a vacation on Alola. I just forgot to change it. He's in Unova in this one, so yeah, overall he seems like a solid striker, right? He seems solid. The ideals will prevail look interesting, right? Because it powers up the user's next super effective attack. But like the thing about that is, well, first of all, we don't know how much it powers it up by, and the other thing is you can only kind of use it once, because after you sync, because like how you're gonna use Zekrom, right? You're basically gonna X attack, ideals will prevail, and then sync, right? And then once you get the sync buff, or after you sync, you'll get the sync buff, and then you just can't use ideals will, well, you could use it, but you're just getting +2 speed, +1 accuracy, -1 defense. You're not getting the extra power up again, so that's kind of unfortunate, right? So that kind of sucks, but like you can use it for like one hit, which is nice, I guess. Mainly probably just going to be used for your sync move. You're probably never going to use it on Outrage, right? Unless you just have like some other like physical support that you don't have to use X attack at all, like on turn 3. Like turn 1, you could like X attack, turn 2, ideals would prevail, and then turn 3, outrage. If you have someone else giving you a crit and physical attack, I guess you could do it like that. But he looks solid. He just doesn't look too bad, right? I mean, no, he looks actually pretty nice. So let's check out the sync grid and see if there's anything else over here, right? So now I have to move myself to the other side of the screen. And we're good. All right, so over here we do have some fun stuff, right? These are not fun, these are just regular stat buffs. Let's see, Bolt Strike power-ups. These are only like +1 power, because I mean it's already really, really high power move, right? So more Bolt Strike power-ups, accuracy ups for Bolt Strike, move gauge refresh 2 on Bolt Strike, which is slightly unfortunate. I haven't seen this grid yet. This is my first time looking at it. Hostile Environment 1, which is really, really nice for Bolt Strike, right? That's nice. Okay, so it's a move gauge refresh 3 and a move gauge refresh 2. Okay, yeah, dude. Okay, and speed is terrible, but I really wouldn't worry about it at all. Like, you have like 2 move gauge refreshes, and then you got the 2 passives. I really wouldn't worry about it too much, honestly. You could probably even run like double striker with N, maybe, right? That might be a bit too much. he is still pretty slow. Like, your first move after like your sync move is free, and then your second one probably don't have to worry about too much gauges. But on your third move, you probably might struggle a bit for gauges, unfortunately. All right, moving on. Unless you get like really, really lucky on, or not, you don't have to be really lucky. Unless you get like semi-lucky on your like second move, and then you get at least 1 move gauge regen on that. That would be nice, right? So, House Environment 1, all that subs. Bolt Strike, power-ups 2. How much? Oh, 5 cost. Damn. That's nice. All right. Stats. Outrage, power-ups. Move gauge refresh 3 for Outrage, right? More power-ups for Outrage. Paralysis Synergy 3 for Outrage. So that's an extra 30% to your Outrage damage, which is really, really good, right? Clear-headed, so you don't get confused from Outrage, obviously. This thing that prevents you from getting paralyzed. MP refresh for your trainer move. That's your sync move power up. He actually has like 5 sync move power ups, which is kind of weird. All right, Adrenaline 1, reduce sync move countdown by 1 when a sync move is used for the first time. Bridging, yeah, that's sync move again. More attack, your stats, attack, X attack, MP refresh 2. Confusion Boon 3, so you could like potentially get like Outrage, Confusion Boon 3, and then Paralysis Energy 3 for like an extra 60% damage on your Outrage, which honestly would make your Outrage do a lot of damage, right? So if you're willing to roll, say, um, what was it, Lesser Confusion, you could do good damage. But although honestly, I don't think Lesser Confusion's good. Like if you're gonna like use Outrage, or if you're gonna use N, I think it's probably better just to roll Crit Strike on him, so you could benefit from both Outrage damage and and your sync move damage as well, and also your Bolt Strike damage. And it's only like a 10% difference, so I'd probably just take Clear Headed and Confusion Boon 3, or not Confusion Boon 3. I'll probably just take Clear Headed and Paralysis Synergy, and then Critical Strike 2 for Lucky Skill instead of Lesser Confusion, honestly. All right, moving on. Hey, or you could give it Critical Strike 2 anyways, not pick up Clear Headed, pick up Confusion Boon 3 and Paralysis Synergy 3, and just hope you don't hit yourself in confusion. All right. More power-ups. Static Shock 3, there's extra 30% on your sync move when target's paralyzed. All that stuff. All right, so Zekrom is pretty nice, right? Serviceable electric type striker that does really, really well. Dragon type wise as well, right? So yeah, yeah, he's good. It's just that we like dragon wise, like we just really don't need any more dragon type strikers. There's so many dragon type strikers, and there's so many really, really good dragon type strikers in the game already, right? But electric we don't have that many, right? We do have Zebstrika, which is obviously still fantastic, right? And Zekrom's pretty good too, right? So, anyways, that's me with this one. I guess I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna guys think in the comments down below. Like and enjoy this video. So we're on channel for some more Pokemon Masters content. I'll be keep on again uploading throughout the night. Going over some more sync pairs that are coming, and I'll see you guys in the next one.